Hi, my name is Ramsey Barghout. I'm originally from Lebanon, but I was born in the city of Long Island, New York. I lived in New York for 2 years, then moved to Saudi Arabia for 12 years, and then I finally moved to Lebanon and stayed there for 4 years, where I applied to Northeastern University. I initially had my mind set on going to some university in Boston, because my brother and most of my relatives attend university in Massachusetts. But after I looked into the facilities and the programs that Northeastern offers, I decided to apply to Northeastern and made it one of my top 3 choices on my college list. Before I received my acceptance letter, I was fully convinced that I was ready to leave home and start a new milestone in my life. When I received my acceptance letter in early April, I was jumping with joy. I always wanted to go to college, become independent, and experience new things in life. However, after reading my letter, I realized that I have never actually thought about how my life would change living far away from home. So I thought about it, and I started having second thoughts. My life was going to be different without my parents always by my side and my friends that I grew up with. Nonetheless, I remembered that this is what I wanted, and I knew it was for the best. I continued to read the letter until it said that I was accepted into the study abroad program for the fall semester. Being accepted into the NUN program was a shock for me. Originally, my mind was set on going to Boston with my family and getting reunited with my brother and relatives. Now I was going to attend the university in a country that was completely new to me. I did not know whether to look at the pros or cons of the study abroad semester. Even though I wasn't going to live too far away from home, and I wasn't going to experience living in the city without my family, I knew it was going to be hard to get used to the city. When I left Lebanon and landed in Thessaloniki, it felt as though I had never even left home. I noticed that the city of Thessaloniki is a small but somewhat densely populated city, just like Lebanon. Both cities also have narrow roads, comparable cultures, and similar people in terms of mentality. After the first week of classes at the American College of Thessaloniki, I knew that university in Boston would be much different. At first it was hard to understand and get used to the different accents the professors have, but eventually I did. I also thought of how much harder Northeastern is going to be in terms of workload and our everyday lives. At Northeastern we will be staying in proper dorms, doing our own chores such as laundry, and we will be minding our own food. I could tell studying abroad in Thessaloniki for a semester was going to be eventful. It was not something I should get used to. Integrated into my academic schedule is a weekly service learning class. Every Wednesday at 5 in the afternoon I help volunteer at an organization called KEPEP. The organization is publicly funded and looks after the mentally disabled people of Thessaloniki. These mentally disabled patients range from ages of 2 to 44 years old. Every person that attends the weekly volunteering hours is assigned a personal patient that they must look after every time they go. Although very few patients at the organization are able to speak, they are all capable of communicating their feelings and needs through their emotions, enhancing them. My patient's name is Tassos. Although he can barely speak, I am still able to understand him well. We bond over team building games that involve me pushing him around on the wheelchair wherever he wants or needs to go. When Tassos wants to go somewhere, he will try to take control of his own wheelchair and try to push and direct himself. Tassos is uncomfortable around strangers. When he is uncomfortable, he will stare at the stranger, look mad, and then turn to me looking for an explanation. And when Tassos is hungry or thirsty, he randomly starts yelling. Even though he may be a lot of responsibility, both of us look forward to our weekly Wednesday sessions when we get to meet again. My role as a source of entertainment for him is very vital and sensitive. While living in Greece, I've learned many interesting things about the city as a whole and the people living in it. Just by conducting interviews with random Greek locals, I've learned a lot about their culture and their personalities. I've noticed that Greek people are very touchy and are open to sharing their ideas about almost anything. They are caring people that have good intentions. Some Greeks miss their daily buses just to continue a conversation they were having with a foreign stranger. I was impressed. Throughout these interviews, I've learned how to use cross-cultural communication to better help my foreign companion understand me. Using hand signals, trying to speak Greek, and simplifying words keeps the conversation going, which in turn helps me become better acquainted with locals. When taking buses to get to my destination, Greeks would start conversations with me, asking me where I'm from, why I'm here, and soon enough they would start asking me about my religion and other personal information. I guess it's just a part of their culture to get close and personal. After my study abroad semester here in Greece, I have learned how to communicate with people of different ethnicities, learned a new culture, and most important, carry my weight around where it is needed. I have not just witnessed a foreign culture, but I have lived it. I have grown to accept the diverse tradition and have thus become a more knowledgeable, globally experienced person.